affordable makeup tutorial, and I'm going to jump straight into it. So we're going to start off with the e.l.f. Mineral Infused Face Primer, and it has like a gel-like consistency. So what we're going to do with that is just like wipe it everywhere on your face to kind of just prep your skin for whatever else you're going to put on later on. Next, we're going to be using the Pro Conceal Color Corrector in the color Orange Corrector. And this is basically just to hide dark areas on your face, like spots and stuff like that, or like just dark areas. And when we've got that, we're going to place it all over our face and then get like a brush and blend it all in so like it won't show through the foundation. Next, I'm going to be using the NYX Liquid Illuminator in the color Born to Glow. And what this does really, it makes your face like kind of glow a bit from under your foundation. It's something you put under your foundation. So I'm just going to spread that all around and stuff so it's all blended. Next, I'm going to be using the True Match Foundation in the color Golden Cappuccino. I'm just going to be placing the foundation all over my face and using a brush to blend it all in until everything looks neat. And if I see areas that don't really look right to me, I just keep adding a bit more foundation till I feel like everything's alright. Next, I'm going to be using the Pro Conceal in the color Chestnut to contour my face. And with this, I'm just going to suck in my cheeks, and in those lines, like in that area, I'm just going to draw like a line on both sides of my face. And I'm just going to blend all of that in until I feel like it looks right. Next, I'm going to be using the Revolution blush palette. I'm going to be using the darkest color I find. So I'm going to use those two kind of like the two dark colors, mixing them a bit and then just lightly brushing it across my face. Next, what I'm going to be using is the Makeup Revolution Focus and Fix Eye Primer. I tend to just prime my eyes whenever I feel like it, to be honest. So I'm just going to go ahead, prime my eyes, putting that stuff onto my eyelids and just blending it in till I'm satisfied, until you can't see it properly. Next, I'm going to be doing my eyebrows, and I'm using the Makeup Revolution HD Pro Brows. And I'm using the darkest colours on the palette, and kind of just like mixing them a bit and just drawing along my eyes, starting to fill in my eyebrows till I think it's okay. Thing with eyebrows is like if you mess up, you can always go around it with concealer, and you can just like control the way you want your eyebrows to look with concealer. So I'm just quickly filling in my eyebrows, kind of messing them up along the way till I feel like it's time to kind of bring them back and conceal the areas I don't like. So to conceal, I'm using the ColourGirl Pro Conceal in the color Warm Honey, and this is like just like one shade a bit too light for my skin, but I think it's fine. And I just went around the edges, cleaning it up and blending it. Next, I'm starting to go into my eyeshadow. I'm using the W7 palette, and I'm going to be using this color for my transition color. Next, I'm moving on to using the Revolution palette in Fortune Favors the Brave, and I'm going to be using this brown in like in the corners of my eye, basically. I'm going to be also using the Sleek palette for my eyelids, and I'm going to be using this shimmery pinkish red. So I'm going in with my transition color from the W7 palette and kind of just blending it all out on top of my eyelid. And after that, I'm going to pick up the brown from the Fortune Favors the Brave palette and kind of do that in my I don't even know what that's called, but you can, as you can see, you know, I think that kind of gives like your eyes a dimension or something. But after that, I'm gonna get the sleek palette and start putting the colour on top of my lids, as you can just see, or not. I'm blending out the brown a bit more. Throughout this, after I've done something, and sometimes I go back to it to kind of just make it look a bit neater. But I'm going back to the sleek palette and using that shimmery red. I'm going to be putting it into the kind of like the edges of the brown part using a eyeshadow brush. The inspiration behind this look, honestly, I don't know where it came from. I kind of just made it up on the spot. I really don't know what kind of look I'm going for, but then again, I never know. I kind of just decided to just go with it and create something, which makeup's just really all about, you know? Just have fun with doing makeup, experimenting. Honestly, it's a bit like creating art. I don't know if it sounds weird, but when you create art, sometimes you don't necessarily know how you want to go about it, and you kind of just jump straight into it. That's if you don't like planning like me. But I'm just adding in that shimmery metallic eyeshadow till like I like how it looks. So I just keep topping it up till like I'm happy and satisfied that it's all like one solid colour. The sleek palette is actually called the Rockstars Collection Hidden Gems, and it's kind of like a collection of different metallic eyeshadows. I think I forgot to mention that. And here I'm going back to that same brown I had on the edges of my eyes and kind of just going back into it to neaten up like the edges, and so everything looks well put in a sense, if that makes sense. And I'm kind of just brushing it and blending it out so it kind of reaches into the inner corners of my eyes as well. Next, I'm going to be using the Coral Marie palette. My heart. I'm going to be using this gold, kind of like a warm gold, to create a thin line where the brown of my eyeshadow joins the red. And this is kind of just like to separate it. I'm not necessarily creating a cut crease. I'm just separating it, if that makes sense. Kind of just like to make the look a bit edgier, if that makes sense as well. And with that, I'm picking up like a really thin brush. You can also do this with your hands if you I don't know if you can do that. But like this glitter that I'm using, pressed glitter, is like however you apply it, I don't think it really matters. So long as you like the way you're applying it. I have no idea what I'm saying, but I just used a really thin brush for that, and I kind of just went along that kind of like the eyeline of my eye. And kind of till like I'm satisfied, and I kind of flicked it out a tiny bit. So like when I do my eyeliner, it won't go below my eyeliner. It kind of stay, it would kind of like, so the glitter joins my eyeliner basically. Now I'm picking up that same red colour from the Sleek palette, and I'm kind of just like making it a bit more neater because I went a bit wonky with the pressed glitters. I kind of wanted to just neat it out a bit.
They use these pressed glitters, talk about how they use them for like a festive look. And honestly, for me, I'm just like, I don't really care. I'll just wear this where I want. To college, to school, to university. If I was able to do makeup in school and college, I would have worn this. Like, I don't necessarily think certain makeups a bit too loud. I don't necessarily think a lot of makeup, like, I don't know, flashy makeup is bad for school or college. Like, you do you, honey. You do you.
For eyeliner, I'm going to be using the Sailor Moon Miracle Romance eyeliner, and honestly this is probably my favorite eyeliner in the whole world, purely because I love the anime and I'm happy I have something that reminds me of Sailor Moon, and also because the edge of the actual applicator is really thin, so it's really easy to control your eyeliner, and it's like, I don't know, it's just really easy to use, and that's why I love it. And you get like a little cute wand at the top, and it's nice to just swish around while you're doing your makeup. Yeah. For like my eyeliner, I don't really know how to do, like, give anyone advice on like how to do your eyeliner. I guess you should find an eyeliner style that fits your eye type, or just do however you want, to be honest. But I have hooded eyes, so sometimes I can't really do the eyeliner as bold as I want it or as thick as I want it, because it disappears in the folds of my eyelids, which is really annoying. Yeah. But till I'm like, whenever I'm doing my eyeliner, if I'm satisfied, it's like, yeah, done. Next, I'm going to be highlighting. I'm using the MUA highlighter in the color Pink Shimmer. At first I wasn't really sure if a pink shimmer would suit my skin tone, but a friend gave it to me, and when I used it I really liked it, and I was like, oh, you can't even tell it's pink in person or on camera, which is weird, but I feel like the highlight itself is still cute. And for it to apply it and to make it look better, I used a setting spray. So you can use a setting spray, a fixing spray, whatever you like, to spray it onto your brush and so you can pick up your highlighter better. I find it can be helpful sometimes. And I'm using the same highlighter to go into my inner corners to make my eyes look a bit more awake, or whatever putting highlighter in the inner corner actually does. For mascara, I'm going to be using a Primark brand called PS Pro, and it's a ultra volume and lift mascara. I have really straight or long eyelashes, so I tend to have to use a volumizing mascara so that they look like they're there. And I'm just going to be doing that all over the top lashes and the bottom lashes, and yeah, making a mistake, which I clean later. But next to that, I'm going to be using a red lipstick I got from a Swedish shop called Monkey, and I'm going to be using Vaseline. I'm just putting this in the inner corners of my mouth and just mixing in the Vaseline so it's like a glossy look. And this is the final look, and here are some pictures of how the makeup look turned out when I was taking selfies. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, comment, like, subscribe, and have a nice day.